doing? All right. Hey, Ryan here at District Cutlery. It's a busy day at the shop. You can hear some noise all around us. You see a bunch of knives on the wall. My hands are gross, like crushing it. But want to take a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes, to explain when I regrind Takeda knives, because I had two knives come in equal condition. All right, which was not good. And I could look at them right away, being like, "There's no way I'm going to do this Scandi on stones. These need to be reground." So first, all right. So you can see down here. All right, this is the typical Scandi below. All right, definitely it's Takeda knives. Just understand they have a Scandi grind. Okay. Now this little thing down here, right now, it's just a little nub. Okay, so I'm going to pull my fingers off like this, and it just jumps. You literally can't tell the difference between this and this. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but that's how this feels. Is that it's just jumping. You could try to put this on stones, but it's going to take you like 24 hours to grind this on stones. Okay, so you can't barely see the core steel. All right, this is a stainless clad, so you can just barely see that patinaed edge. Yeah, and this one you can't even really see it. All right, so this is, if you guys decide to do this on stones, you'll never do it. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I do is I'm going to blast off this Scandi shoulder right here. All right, this little nub right here. All right, I'm going to get rid of it. You know, I even drew a little picture. All right, we'll see. I'm not the best artist. All right, here, this is how this looks right now, okay? It's just like, comes down, it's sort of hollow forge, and there's these shoulders. Now, this edge would generally come out down to here, but because it's been sharpened away, all right, now this is a little nubby, all right? What I'm going to do is just bring this bevel up over to here, okay? See that? So the end result, here, you can see this right here. So what I did, bring that shinogi up, way up. All right. Let's see the backside here. All right. So what I did, I raised this line up. Okay, bring everything up. Now there's not even a nub. Now it's just like pretty much just a straight, like thin piece of paper. All right. And what I did, I just made a traditional edge geometry. So I just sharpened a tiny little micro bevel on there up to like 4K or something. That's generally my standard. All right, so all this is done on the belt grinder, okay, with the radius platen. All right, cool radius platen. It's our proprietary thing. It's on just restocked. All right, you can't do this on a flat platen. You need a radius, okay? We got these back in stock. I'll include some links. The point being, that's not the point, is that these are the hardest knives to sharpen and take care of, okay? So if you're a sharpener, or even if you're a Takeda owner, and you've had your knife for, say, a few years, you've been trying to maintain that Scandi grind, these are hard because you're not going to be able to like maintain, it's like a 2-degree angle or whatever, off of that stone. You're going to end up convexing it and probably just wearing away the core steel and the edge of the apex down into this nub. That's why there's no core steel here. You can only see cladding. So sort of the legend goes, well, you have the Scandi, so you're thinning it out every time you're sharpening. That's sort of BS, okay? Like, that's not how it happens, because more people are raising it up like this, all right, than they are having it low, all right? So you can see how short this is. There's almost no edge left here, okay? Now, this definitely isn't a diss on this customer. He's had this for like 5 or 10 years. I don't know, 5 years or so. This is just generally what happens to the nature of these blades. So if you're a sharpener and you see a Takeda come in here, like, you have to know what you're looking at, okay? If unidentified Takeda, it's a heart, okay? See the heart? There's a heart in the blade. If you see a heart, stop what you're doing, have a conversation with the owner, take a look at it, feel it, see what's going on. If you don't know what to do, just pass on it. Nothing bad will happen, okay? Or you can send it our way, okay? I guess I've become this Takeda specialist, okay? Like, not toot my own horn here, but as you can see, this knife is straight laser right now, okay? Crisp grinds, crisp katumi, not one scratch up here on the Kurouchi. All right, just looking crisp. So again, this is just like, there's some pushback, like, oh, you grind Takeda knives, you're not supposed to grind them like this, blah, 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 blah. I see this stuff all the time, like people out there with Takedas saying it's easy to sharpen Takedas. It's easy to sharpen your Takeda because you're maintaining it, hopefully somewhat properly. But a lot of people don't. They're chefs, they're busy working, they're running their restaurants, they don't have time to worry about a 2-degree angle Scandi grind. They're just trying to get their knife back into shape, and then eventually, over time, it just becomes this little tiny little nub. Okay, so when people say you're not supposed to grind that, this is the stuff that I see all the time. So when I post regrinds, I'm not like always taking a brand. Sometimes I do, because that's what the customer wants. But this is just the case where, like, I see these knives all the time that they've just been sharpened away. All right. So what I got to do in order to make this knife work is to transform it into something like this. All right. Now I guarantee you that this customer is going to be like, "Oh my God, hell yeah! We've already sliced some stuff with this. It's ridiculous." Okay. So, but this is a high skill job. So if you're a sharpener and you can't do it, either send it my way, even just reach out and message me. All right. Get in the chat, get in the comments. Ask me some questions. I'm happy to help you guys out with this, okay? Fellow sharpeners out there. If you're a Takeda owner and you're not getting what you want out of it, it's probably because it's been sharpened away and now you're just dealing with a nub, all right? Tiny little nub. That's like the word of the day. They become a little nub, all right? So, again, a little before, a little after, okay? Just like completely night and day. There we go. Check that out. It's like ridiculous, all right? So that's it on Takeda's. If you like the video, hit the smash button, smash the like button, follow us. A few news updates. We are having a sale right now on a lot of nice knives, 15% off end of summer back to school sale. There'll be a link in the description for that. We get a lot of nice blades, a lot of American customs too, a lot of handmade American customs, a lot of handmade Japanese blades. The Radius Platins are back in stock. All right, you want to grind like a pro, get the Swanson Pro Style Radius Platin. All right, Radius down here, flat on top for blending. We've also got them for the Grizzly 2x42 variable speed grinder, which is somewhere. I already posted the video. I'll send a link to that video. But thanks for watching, guys. Again, Takeda's, just assess them. If they're, you know what I mean. It's the best heat treat, best blue super steel that I've seen out there. They just need a sort of a little bit of love on their edge geometry sometimes. So I think that's it. Again, like, follow, share. Check out our website. We got a lot of great stuff on there. And be cool.